Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today comes my song-by-song review of Glim Spanky newest album, Bizarre Carnival. Before we get started, I want to remind you that this is simply my opinion on the songs, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Alright, after my main review of Bizarre Carnival, here comes my song-by-song review. And we're gonna start with song number 1, which is The Wall. Glim Spanky always has such strong openings to their albums, and The Wall is no exception. What a powerful way to get into this album, and the choruses are simply pure delight to me. The guitar melody throughout the entire song gives so much depth, and without it the song just wouldn't work. Then the second song is Bizarre Carnival, and it could be straight out of a Beatles album, and it has such strong Sgt. Pepper vibes, which is quite funny because they actually covered the song on a Japanese compilation album, paying homage to the Beatles last year. And seriously, this song really pays homage to this type of music by keeping this kind of cheerful spirit, very dreamlike, and obviously psychedelic rock 100%, and that's what makes the song so amazing to me. Then song number 3 is The Trip, and it has such a fitting name because it really feels like a kaleidoscope is playing along with all the colors, all the effects, it does when you use one, and it's blinding by how soothing it is, and the melody calms down a little bit just to take you along this trip quite well. Song number 4, Fuki, Nuku, Kaze no Yoni, is the biggest highlight of the album for me. There's such raw emotions, and honestly, it's accomplished so well between the melody and Remy's singing. And without such pain and nostalgia, it just wouldn't work so well. It really is an incredible song to witness, and every time I listen to it, I have to focus on it, and the song just carries me away so nicely. Velvet Theater is a fine example of a slowed down rock ballad that uses the guitar and the bass to their advantage. Both carry the song with such controlled strength. You have such a great ensemble with the acoustic guitar, the electric guitar and the bass, and all together they just make such a cohesive song. And then you have Remy's voice that flows along beautifully, once again on a song that has a very nostalgic vibe to it, and I think that's why I like it so much. Song number 6 is Enroll, and this is the song I was thinking about when I mentioned in my main review the Arctic Monkeys vibe I was getting. It really feels like one because the guitar is a lot more aggressive, and so is Remy's singing. Low couplets, then powerful choruses. It really makes the song feel like a roller coaster of intensity, and that feels just right. The bridge of the song is so dark, and Remy's voice being covered by the melody makes it even more so. Sontag actually means Sunday in German, and Remy confirmed that she had a friend in Germany that she visited, and that's why she used this term. And this song carries such gravity through the heavy melody, and I don't have much to say about it because it's weirdly not the one that strikes me the most about this album, but it's still such a pleasant one. It's very typical Glim Spanky, and it goes along the album beautifully well. Beatnik has a more straightforward approach that feels very raw rock and a bit closer to what they have released before, and I would say it's the most by-the-book song from the album, but it never feels like it doesn't belong on it, and it still feels very independent and a delight to listen to anyway. Sukoshi is a well-known song that was released on I Stand Alone mini-album, and my opinion of the song hasn't changed much since it was released. It really is a gem that lets Remy's voice shine with less heaviness when it comes to the melody, and it just allows her to have all the space she needs on it. Song number 10, Could Schumann, is such a beautiful surprise on the album. It's such a lovely stripped down ballad that has a very fairy-like atmosphere, and I love the loveliness it carries along with it. It's just a really cute song. Finally, the last song on this album is I Stand Alone, and it's once again a well-known song by now that I talked about a few months ago. And like I said in my main review, it is such a powerful way to end the album. The intensity it brings to it is more than welcomed, and I'm glad it was included because this is one of my favorite songs from the band. And here we are, all of my thoughts on each song from this absolutely incredible album. Don't hesitate to let me know what you think of them in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time.